Avril Lavigne burst onto the pop music scene with a hit track Complicated in 2002. With a powerful voice and catchy hooks, it wasn't long before she became the industry's pop-punk princess. And then she seemed to vanish. Why? Here's a real reason you don't hear from Avril Lavigne anymore. Dwindling sales. Lavigne's last studio album was 2013's Avril Lavigne. It also was her least successful album to date. Despite boasting a hit lead single, Here's to Never Growing Up, the singer's fifth studio album peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and suffered the lowest sales of her career. The 8-time Grammy nominee doubled down on what she does best: fun, rebellious anthems set to soaring pop melodies. But critics grew tired of the act and responded with mixed reviews. The Guardian called it a bratty nostalgia trip, while Rolling Stone complained that the album indulges in soggy ballads, sometimes vaguely goth or R&B, and tries in vain to keep up with Taylor Swift. Ouch. Cultural appropriation. As Avril Lavigne tumbled down the charts in 2014, the struggling pop star released Hello Kitty as the album's fourth and final single, prompting a PR disaster. The song's music video was slammed by the press. Lavigne was accused of racism and cultural appropriation over the video's stereotypical depiction of Japanese culture. Billboard called it abhorrent and lazy, while GQ called it an act of digital cruelty. For her part, Lavigne didn't seem to take the backlash very seriously, writing on Twitter, "Racist? I love Japanese culture and I spend half my time in Japan. I flew to Tokyo to shoot this video, specifically for my Japanese fans, with my Japanese label, Japanese choreographers, and a Japanese director in Japan." Health problems. While dealing with setbacks in her career, Lavigne also grappled with a private health crisis. After suffering flu-like symptoms for months and seeing multiple specialists, she was eventually diagnosed with Lyme disease in 2014. Facing a long recovery, she disappeared from the spotlight and took a 3-year hiatus from music. In 2015, she told People, "I was bedridden for 5 months. I felt like I couldn't breathe, I couldn't talk, and I couldn't move. I thought I was dying." With a treatment regimen of antibiotics and lots of rest, Lavigne was expected to make a full recovery. While she focused on getting healthy, she also used her celebrity to raise awareness about the disease.
There is hope. Lyme disease does exist, and you can get better.
In 2017, an insider told E! News that Lavigne was doing much better. Avril is in a really good place right now. Her recovery has been going well and she's been getting stronger and stronger. She has more energy and has even been exercising. Romance woes. It's never a good sign when an artist's personal life begins to overshadow their work, but unfortunately, that's been the case for Lavigne for a long time now. After a high-profile marriage and divorce from Sum 41's Derek Whibley, Lavigne remarried, this time to Nickelback frontman Chad Kroeger. In 2015, though, Lavigne announced on Instagram that the pair were calling it quits. "It is with heavy heart that Chad and I announce our separation today, through not only the marriage but the music as well. We've created many unforgettable moments. We are still and forever will be the best of friends, and will always care deeply for each other. To our family, friends and fans, thank you sincerely for the support." Between her 2 marriages, as well as romances with Brody Jenner, Ryan Cabrera, and Wilmer Valderrama, Lavigne has recently spent more time in the tabloids than on the music charts. Turning it around. In December 2016, Lavigne announced she was finally planning to get back to what made her famous in the first place: music. It hasn't been easy though. In 2017, a source told E! News, "It's been a slow process. She writes her own material and she's been through a lot with her marriage and her illness. She has a lot to say." As part of her creative process, Lavigne performed live for the first time in years during a surprise appearance at a Nickelback concert in Los Angeles. She posted on Instagram that it was good to be back on stage and that she was feeling excited, happy, and grateful. Though the album was originally slated to drop in 2017, it hasn't arrived yet. But in January 2018, Lavigne assured her Instagram followers that she was still hard at work on it. "I've started mixing my album and all of the pieces are finally coming together. These songs are so close to my heart. Wish me luck while I throw every last drop of me into these final stages. Time is power, and I need it this time. To live, to write, to go through my ups and downs." Looks like Lavigne is finally ready for that comeback fans have been hoping for. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.